Ai cũng được, chị hỏi nha.
Yeah.
Do you like reading?
Uh, yeah. I never used to like reading, but recently I have started reading more.
Who never used to like reading?
Um, yes, I never used to like reading.
Have you started reading more recently?
Um, yes, recently I have started reading more.
What have you done recently?
Yeah.
What have you done recently?
Recently I have started reading more.
Who has started reading more recently?
Me, recently I have started reading more.
Why do you like reading?
I love reading because it's very entertaining and help me fall asleep, and it gives me a new perspective on life. Moreover, it's the best way to learn new skill and it broadens my knowledge.
Do you love reading because it's very entertaining and helps you fall asleep?
Yes, I love reading because it's very entertaining and help me fall asleep.
Who love reading because it's very entertaining and help him or her fall asleep?
Me, I love reading because it's very entertaining and help me fall asleep.
Do you love reading because it gives you a new perspective of life?
Yes, I love reading because it gives me a new perspective on life.
Who love reading because it gives him or her a new perspective of life?
Me, I love reading because it gives me a new perspective on life.
Do you love reading because it's the best way to learn new skills?
Yes, I love reading because it's the best way to learn new skill.
Who love reading because it's the best way to learn new skills?
Me, I love reading because it's the best way to learn new skill.
Why do you love reading?
Mm, I love reading because it's very entertaining and help me fall asleep, and it gives me a new perspective on life. Moreover, it's the best way to learn new skill and it broaden my knowledge.
How often do you read book?
Uh, I'm in the habit of reading a novel before bed.
Mm, are are you in the habit of reading a novel before bed?
Yes, I'm in the habit of reading a novel before bed.
Who is in the habit of reading a novel before bed?
Me, I'm in the habit of reading a novel before bed.
How often do you read book?
Uh, I'm I'm in the habit of reading a novel before bed.
What types of book do you like to read and why?
I mostly like reading science fiction novel because they take my imagination to different world.
Um, do you mostly like reading science fiction novels?
Yes, I mostly like reading science fiction novel.
Who mostly like science fiction novel?
Me, I mostly like reading science fiction novel.
What types of book do you like to read?
I mostly like reading science fiction novel.
Why do you mostly like why do you mostly like reading science fiction novels?
I like it because they take my imagination to different world.
Is that's all. Thank you.
Uh, do you like reading?
Yes, I'm definitely a book lover.
Are you a book lover?
Yes, I'm a book lover.
Who are you?
I'm definitely a book lover.
Do you like reading?
Yes, I like reading. I'm definitely a book lover.
Why do you like reading book?
I love reading book because it's very entertaining and helps me fall asleep. Besides, it gives me a new perspective of life and it broadens my knowledge. Moreover, I always learn something new.
Um, do you love reading because it's very entertaining and help you fall asleep?
Yes, I love reading because it's very entertaining and helps me fall asleep.
Who love reading because it's very entertaining and help her fall asleep?
Me, I love reading because it's very entertaining and helps me fall asleep.
Do you love reading because it gives you a new perspective on life?
Yes, I love reading because it gives me a new perspective of life on life.
Who love reading because it gives her a new perspective on life?
Me, I love reading because it gives me a new perspective on life.
Do you love reading because it's broaden your knowledge?
Yes, I love reading because it broadens my knowledge.
Who love reading because it's broaden her knowledge?
Me, I love reading because it broadens my knowledge.
Do you love reading because you always learn something new?
Yes, I love reading because I always learn something new.
Who love reading because she always learns something new?
Me, I love reading because I always learn something new.
How often do you read? How often do you read book?
I'm in a habit of reading a novel before bed.
Mm, are you in the habit of reading a novel before bed?
Yes, I'm in a habit of reading a novel before bed.
Who is in the habit of reading a novel before bed?
Me, I'm in a habit of reading a novel before bed.
How often do you read book?
I'm in a habit of reading a novel before bed.
What type of book do you like to read and why?
I mostly like reading science fiction novels because they take me imagination to different worlds. Sometimes I also like reading self-help books because they help me grow and become better at my job.
Uh, do you mostly like reading science fiction novel?
Yes, I mostly like reading science fiction novel.
Who mostly like reading science fiction novel?
Me, I mostly like reading science fiction novels.
Uh, why do you mostly like reading science fiction novel?
I like reading science fiction novel because they take me imagination to different worlds.
Do you mostly like reading self-help book?
Yes, I mostly like reading self-help book.
Who mostly like reading self-help book?
Me, I mostly like reading self-help book.
Why do you mostly like reading self-help book?
I mostly like reading self-help book because they help me grow and become better at my job.
Yes, that's all.
Okay.